Good morning, Mon Petit, and welcome to the final day of Everyday May. Oh my goodness me. I cannot believe that we have gotten this far. 31 days of daily vlogging. I am not gonna lie to you, I really wasn't sure if I was gonna make it. Like, that is a lot of videos to be doing in such a short period of time. We had such an amazing busy May, which was part of the reason why I wanted to do Everyday May, but also part of the reason why I was worried that maybe like there wouldn't be an upload day, or there'd be a day that I just feel like I'm maybe a little bit off. And as we know, I wasn't 100% every single day of May, but I came on every single day. I showed up daily, and I'm so glad that I did, because honestly this month has been so much fun. Like, I have loved daily vlogging with you guys, and today is the last day. I literally cannot believe it. It also means that today, as you're watching it, is only 2 days away from my birthday, which is very exciting, because I have really lovely weekend planned. We've got some really lovely birthday celebrations, and it's also just nice to get a little bit of time off just around like my birthday period, because I feel like I don't normally give myself this time off, but obviously having done Everyday May, I'm like, I feel like I deserve it this year. I feel like it's very warranted. So I'm really looking forward to the birthday celebrations. If you're wondering, I'm turning 26 this year, which I feel like is a really nice age to turn. It's quite funny because I feel like a lot of people think that I'm older than I am. And actually, I often think that I'm older than I am, because Alex is a few years older than me. He's turning 29 this year. So in my head, I'm like, yeah, I'm turning 29 this year. It's my 30th next year. And then I'm suddenly like, hang on a second, no, wait, I'm 3 years younger. I'm only turning 26. That's a lovely realization. So I'm turning the grand old age of 26 this year, which I'm so looking forward to. And it should just be really nice to spend some time with friends and family, and just a fairly low-key but like lovely celebratory birthday. So yeah, I'm currently actually sitting in a room. This actually feels a little bit momentous coming to the end of Everyday May, because I do feel like this month you guys have like really gotten to like know the house a lot better. I really wanted to like let you kind of in on the new home, because as much as I was doing all the moving vlogs, like it was so much fun doing the moving vlogs and like showing you pieces here and there, I do feel like when you actually move, it's very overwhelming, and then you so quickly get so settled into your space. It really didn't take me an awful long time to get settled into this house, actually. I remember having conversations with you guys about how long it took me to get settled in the old house. It was a good few weeks, whereas I feel like because we knew to set some things up before we arrived, like we knew to get the Wi-Fi sorted, we were able to like repaint and redecorate and really make it our own before we moved in. So I think that is a big difference, in that fact that like this house is literally our home. We own it. Like, it's not rented, there's no landlord or anything like that, which we've never had before. But I also feel like it's maybe kind of experience, maybe maturing a little bit, but it really didn't take long to settle into this house. And before I knew it, so much time had passed and I'd realised I hadn't even shown you any of it. So that's one thing I really wanted to do throughout May, and I do feel like we've achieved that. I feel like you guys know the house so much better. All of the rooms that you've maybe not seen before, you've now kind of like seen. You've seen like the plans, my mood boards, things like that. And I suddenly realised this morning, just before vlogging, that there is one room left that you have not seen yet. A room that I don't really have a huge amount of influence in, but a room that I think is really important, and that is Alex's office. I'm currently sat in Alex's office this morning. He's downstairs, so I thought this is the perfect opportunity, because number one, it's not normally this clean and tidy, and number two, he's normally obviously sitting in it, but we actually had our housekeeper around this morning, which is always just such a blessing. Like, honestly, after she leaves, the smell of fresh clean house is my favorite thing in the world, and just the tidy rooms and the clean rooms always make me so happy. So I was like, you know what, the cushions are plumped up, the room is looking tidy. This is the best opportunity to show you this space, because it's the last room in the house that you haven't actually seen, and it's actually one of the few rooms I've not really done a mood board for. Alex has asked me to, but I just really struggle with this space, because I feel like there's a lot that we could do with this space and a lot of like change that we could make, but I'm just not entirely sure what direction to go in. And it's definitely something that I found, having come from the old house, is just how like much your tastes change, and just how like different a space can be once you like actually get into it. Like, there's so much that we obviously took from the old house, but there's a lot that I'm like, does that work in this new house? Like, I think I already mentioned these shelves behind me. These are the shelves that used to be in our kitchen in the old house. They're these gorgeous like metal crystal shelves. We've literally had them since the flat, since we lived in the flat, and I've always absolutely loved them. You know, I love my shelf styling, you know, I love my shelfies and all that kind of like open shelving styling. I absolutely adore that. But the second that we moved these shelves into the house, we both looked at them and went, that just doesn't work, does it? just too modern. So the only place that we could kind of make them work was Alex's office, and we have realized that like he really does need the space. Obviously you need to have your filing cabinets, you need to have like, you know, space to keep things. So actually they've been really, really useful, and I feel like they really lean into the kind of theme that's in this room. So as you can see, we actually have the old sofa bed in here, which used to be in our snug in the old house, which was still Alex's office as well, but it's a really, really handy one to have because obviously it pulls out to a sofa bed. But when it's a sofa, it's a really nice space for me just to come and sit with Alex, do a little bit of work. Like you can sit and chill in here. We've got a TV set up, so it's almost become like a bit of a, I don't want to call it a man cave because I feel like a man cave is almost just a bit too stereotypical, and I don't always like that term, but this is just like a lovely space for Alex just to kind of like be, to like have his own space. You know, if you've got like guests around or something, if I've got friends over, he can come up and chill. If he's got friends over, I can come up here and chill. Like it's just quite nice to have like that kind of secondary space to have, if that makes sense. It's a very multifunctional room, and we're really leaning into those masculine vibes. So navy blues, browns, blacks, I think is the kind of like main theme that we're going for in here, and I feel like so far we've really achieved that. There's still a lot that we want to do. Like one thing that I think would be amazing is to actually paint the walls in this room. Like obviously they just got painted the same colour as everywhere else in the house when we moved in. I think I already mentioned that we just whitewashed the house in the same colour. Natural Hessian Frenchy looks, would recommend. But I think it would be amazing to paint the walls like a really dark colour and like really lean into that kind of like coziness in this room, that kind of like masculinity. But the reason why this feels a bit full circle is because this is actually the room that Alex and I sat down and chatted to you guys when we first got the keys to the house. All those vlogs ago, way back in February now, which is just absolutely mad. But back in February, I remember sitting down here and chatting to you guys and saying this is going to become Alex's office, this is going to be his space, and 3 months in and we've been living here and this has been the space, and it's just something that I feel like I almost need to like sit back and just kind of take stock of the fact that we've achieved it. Like this is now his office, this is his space. So it feels very, very full circle that this is the room that we first sat in to kind of introduce you to the house, and now this is the room that I'm sitting in to like introduce to the last vlog of Everyday May. It just feels very, very full circle. So let me show you this room a little bit more actually, because it's not a huge amount to it. Like as I said, there's still things that we want to work on. I really need to get going with a bit of a mood board for this room so that I can help Alex out with the styling of it, because he, as much as he wants it to make it his own, he's not very good at the kind of like styling. He's not very good at the vision. He's very good with the garden, not very good with the interior. So he's asked me to like help him out in where I can and just kind of create like a space that he just loves being in. And I feel like we're part of the way there, don't get me wrong, like it's looking great, but there's still little tweaks and little things that we can do here and there just to make it like the perfect space for him. Sorry, I didn't quite consider how backlit this would be, because obviously we've got the 2 windows behind us, but hopefully you can still get a gist of the space and a gist of the room. And as you can see, I do feel like the walls need to be darkened. Like I do feel like the walls kind of like make it a little bit more wishy-washy, if that makes sense. So it's something that I really want to start looking into and just kind of like adding some more decor and like personality to the space, I think is what we need to add in. So as I said, we brought over the sofa from the old house, which this is a sofa from Dunelm, and oh my gosh, it's absolutely amazing. A great sofa bed. I would definitely recommend it if you are looking for a sofa bed for your space. I think they do it in a few different other colours, but we love the navy blue. I think it works so, so well. A lot of the spaces in our old house were really blue, and I think this is something I've already mentioned, but one thing with this house that I've really learned is that every single individual room seems to have its own personality, and it's almost like they're telling us what colour they want to be, or like kind of what vibe they want to be. Obviously we've got the sage and the blue in the Nancy Myers office. We've got like really like neutral tones in our bedroom. Downstairs we've got a lot of greens and browns, and in the kitchen the pops of red. Like I'm loving doing a little bit more, is it colour theory? I don't know if I'm doing colour theory properly, but my version of colour theory, I'm absolutely loving it. So yeah, I love the blue tones in this room. I think it really, really works. As you can see, we've kind of got 3 colorways going. We've got the dark brown, we've got the black, and then we've got the blue. I absolutely love it. I love these cushions on the sofa as well. We've got a couple from William Morris. I think I picked these up. They may have been a John Lewis collab with William Morris fabrics, which I absolutely adore. They're so, so beautiful. And then these are dusk, and I love them as well. And they're just such good cushions. They like really add to the space. You can obviously like squish them up, get really cozy. I also just have this little footstool here, which I always just use to like put my feet up. In case you're wondering, yes, unfortunately the cactus has come with us. If you
you haven't seen this before, this is Alex's cactus, and I feel like everyone has one of these pieces in their home that their partner is adamant on keeping and you do not know why. We've also got the blinds there because we need to fix the blinds. Like, we've never been able to work out how to actually attach them, so we need to get that sorted. And then he's got his desk over in the corner, which I think looks really, really nice. Like, it's a lovely, we actually picked this up from IKEA. It's like this really beautiful like walnut effect, which I think is gorgeous, and it's got like the black. Alex always needs to have lots of monitors, so he's got the big arms to give him monitors, and always looks like a space station whenever I come here and he's working away. But lovely comfy chair, and then we've just put on the floor one of those mats so that the carpet doesn't get all chewed up from the wheels. And then over here he's obviously got all of the storage space, which is so handy to have from these shelves. The IKEA shelves have just been absolutely amazing. I'm so glad that we decided to like reuse them somewhere else in the house and not completely get rid of them, because they've got all of his favourite things on here, like his record player, which he absolutely adores, and all of his records that he's got in storage, like his games and things like that. So it's a really, really nice space to have, and I feel like we've really been able to maximise on it. And like at the bottom he's literally just got a full shelf dedicated to books. So it's become like a really, really useful kind of tool to have in his office. And yeah, I think it's really coming together. So it's kind of the last room that you've not actually seen, and as I said, it feels very full circle, because I still remember sitting here 3 months ago after first getting the keys and saying, oh my goodness, Alex, this is going to be your office. And now it is. We've been utilising it. We're like gotten so used to it. We've settled so quickly. But this is kind of the last room that you've not really seen. And it's a room that's very much, as I say, half finished. Like, there's a lot of space in this room that we've not utilised. But I'm really excited for him to have this space just to like really make his own. And I feel like we can have a lot of fun with really masculinating this room and just making it like so different from the rest of the house. I want it to be really dark, really cozy, like a really lovely office space for him to have. Right, so I'm just quickly getting myself ready because we actually have a lovely lunch reservation out in Winchester today. I feel like I've been in Winchester so much this May. Like, it's really interesting to see kind of like the areas that we've been visiting. Obviously we've done lots of the New Forest, and it's been so lovely to show you around a little bit more. There's a couple of places I've not been that are usually places that I go to time and time again, which I feel like I've been deliberately not going to because I don't want it to be too like samey, and I really didn't want to be like a boomerang this month. But like Lymewood House, haven't actually been there throughout the entirety of May, which is so mad when I think about it, because Lyndhurst is the village that is just my favourite here in the New Forest. But we're heading back into Winchester because we have lovely lunch reservations. I've actually been invited by the Giggling Squid, which is a really, really gorgeous Asian restaurant here in Winchester. I believe it's a chain. I think there's a few around the UK, and I've been invited to try the lunch menu, which I'm so looking forward to. We've been once before and absolutely loved it. It's like in the perfect spot in Winchester as well. It's in, I believe it's called the Cathedral Square, which on a day like today is just so lovely. It's a beautiful sunny day. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot it's half term, so it might be a little bit busy. I mean, tell me you don't have children without telling me you don't have children. I never know when the school holidays are gonna be. I feel like they always creep up on me. The amount of times I like go out the house and I'm like, why are there so many children running around? Half term, like Easter holidays, so it's half term this week, so might be a little bit busy, but I feel like it doesn't matter because Winchester is just so beautiful in the sunshine, and I'm sure the food is going to be absolutely delicious. So hopefully if it stays sunny, we might be able to sit outside. We shall see, but the inside is beautiful as well. The interiors, like the floral designs that they have done in there, the way they've renovated it is just gorgeous. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm really looking forward to it because it's actually baby's first outing, my new little Demelio, which I just absolutely adore. I feel like today is the perfect day to take her out on her first little day trip. Should we do a little what's in my bag, because there is a lot of room in this bag. It's very exciting. First of all, of course, as I said, Alex's sunglasses, because I can never take a handbag out without him saying to me, can you just chuck some sunglasses in there? These are from Ray-Ban. They are my favourites on him. They're like this really gorgeous, like old kind of Wayfarer style, which I absolutely love. I think they are so beautiful and love how they look on him. And then my sunglasses, I'm going to take my Gucci's because I'm not wearing my glasses today, and they are prescription, so even though they are a little bit tight on my face now, I still need to go to the glasses shop and see if I can get that fixed. I'm still wearing them a lot. We then have my card holder,
I actually have a different Bobbi Brown lip colour in here. What colour do we have? Let's swap this over. This is Bare Pink, which I'm not wearing today. I'm actually wearing Bare Raspberry, which I absolutely love. It's like a really, really beautiful raspberry tone colour, and it's so perfect this time of year because it just gives you that like really lovely flush of colour on your lips without being too much. Like I do feel like it's such a lovely one because it's like really moisturising and dewy. I mean, I'm definitely going to have to top this up after we have lunch, but it's a really, really nice one. I then always have a little makeup bag in here, which in here has like painkillers. I always keep with me like a little perfume, a Jo Malone, English Pear and Freesia. I always keep a little hand sanitizer. I'm that person. I remember before the pandemic, actually, I was always that person that would have hand sanitizer with me. People would laugh at me so much. And now I feel like it's such the done thing. And then also have a little hairbrush. This is a little one from Steve Madden, which I like to keep with me because I just like to give my hair a little top up. I'm that person that I just can't have like really gritty hair. Like I like it to be soft and like be able to just run my hands through it. So that is what's in my bag. It's all inside the little dust bag as well, which is super, super handy to take with us. So baby's first outing, which I'm really, really excited about. And I think I might put a jacket on because I might get a little bit chilly. I feel like it's not quite the weather. I've just got this gorgeous little dress on. It's like a racer style, a black dress, but I'm thinking my Hobbs limited edition jacket because I can't get enough of her at the moment. So let me show you the full outfit. So outfit of the day for a lovely little lunch date out in Winchester. Of course, we've got to do the Hobbs jacket. I just absolutely love this. If you haven't seen it already, it's limited edition. So I will leave it linked down below. I know so many of you guys have been shopping it already. I think it's out of stock already in a 6 and an 8. I'm pretty sure. So double check the link down below if you do want to shop it. But it's so gorgeous. I went for a 12, which is kind of like my usual size. You could size up if you wanted to because it's a little bit cropped. Like it's a really, really lovely shape on me, which I think is lovely. So you could oversize it if you wanted to have it a little bit more like undone and kind of cool girl. I think would be absolutely amazing. But I just love the embroidered detail. It's like asymmetric, so it just feels so special, and it really is my favorite jacket to wear at the moment. So I've just paired it with this little dress. This is actually an old dress, but I believe they have, is it Mango or potentially Abercrombie has like an identical one that they have brought out this year, which I've seen so many girls shopping. So I'll leave it linked down below. So I really like these dresses where they've got a bit more of a dropped waist. I find it very, very flattering on me. And then shoes wise, I cannot get enough of my little new look slingbacks at the moment. I can see what you guys have been shopping, and I know so many of you have shopped these slingbacks, and I don't blame you because they just look so expensive. I cannot stop wearing them at the moment. They're so comfortable and they can be styled up or styled down. Like I feel like I can wear them with everything. So I will leave these linked down below if you do want to shop them. I love them. It's so much, and they're so great for a bag like this, because one of my only concerns with getting this Demelier bag, I'm not going to lie to you, is you know how much I love a matchy moment. I love being able to like match the colorway of my bag to my shoes. So if it's like tan shoes, tan bag. If it's black shoes, black bag. If it's white shoes, white bag. I didn't really want to do it too much and be like, oh, now I need to get a pair of sage green shoes, because number one, I probably won't be able to get them in the same color, and number two, I feel like that probably looks a little bit much. So I feel like these shoes are the perfect pair because they still kind of match with the dress that I'm wearing. They're very neutral, so they kind of go with everything. So they work super well with the gorgeous little Demelier bag. I just love how the outfit looks. Perfect little outfit for a lunch date out in Winchester. So let's get going. I'm so looking forward to it. I am not going to lie to you, I'm absolutely starving. I'm so excited for this lunch. Alex was just saying actually as well, can we just appreciate this height difference, Alex? I have to hold the camera down so low to get you in shot.
West Virginia.
You're going to join the busker? Country road.
Great song.
Alex was just saying that you think the last time you were in Winchester would have been Christmas?
Oh yeah, it's Christmas market.
That's actually mad. I can't believe you've not been in so long.
Yeah.
Because I've been in so much this month. It's absolutely mad, but Winchester on a sunny day, there is nothing better. The giggling squid is looking absolutely beautiful in the sunshine. I always love the square just by the cathedral. It's always bustling on a beautiful sunny day. Oh my gosh, how cute is this? They've sat us in the little bird cage. This is so lovely. You can sit there, feel free. This is so cute. Cheers, my darling. What have you gone for? Oh, lovely choice. I've gone for a little strawberry cooler, which is a non-alcoholic one. I must admit, the mocktails and the cocktails at the Giggling Squid are always absolutely amazing. And what have we ordered?
Pad Thai.
Oh yeah.
With sticky chicken.
Yeah.
Got some dumplings for starter.
To start with, and also like a sharing board, a street
I'm really looking forward to this. Got such a lovely view as well.
I'm actually drooling every time.
Every time it comes out, Alex is just looking over like, oh, what have they ordered? What have they ordered?
I'm not well seated here because I can see it and smell it coming down. It's just,
do you want to swap seats?
I might have to.
Every girlfriend's responsibility is to do the taste test and see which one is better. I must admit, strawberry cooler is absolutely amazing. Do you want to try this, by the way? Sure. But I want to have a taste test with your mojito because oh, that is a really good mojito, very minty. But I think my strawberry cooler is the best. But we all know it's like the girlfriend law. Like, you know the fiance tax where you always get at least 10% of whatever I'm eating? It's the girlfriend law when we get to taste test both drinks and see which one we prefer. It's the rule of 5. I don't make the rules, I just follow them. Oh my goodness me, the starters have just arrived and they look incredible. Talk us through what we've got, darling.
I'm trying to remember.
I'm pretty sure that's salt and pepper chicken.
No. Chicken wings or what was it? Giggling
wings, yeah.
Spring rolls.
Yeah.
Pork skewers.
Lovely.
And I think this is calamari.
Ooh.
Fish fingers.
The giggling calamari, wasn't it? And then we've also got some pork dumplings, which look absolutely amazing. Oh my goodness me, I cannot wait to tuck it. Oh my goodness, this looks absolutely incredible. So Alex's pad thai has just arrived. What have we got, chicken and prawn?
Yep.
Oh, it looks so yummy. And I have gone for sticky chicken with jasmine rice, which is honestly just delicious. You are, of course, more than welcome to have some of this. The fiance tax does include the sticky chicken, don't you worry.
As it always does.
As it always should. Oh, I can't wait to tuck into this. True love is when you really, really want to get pudding and your partner doesn't, so he agrees, he'll share with you.
Share. And I'll just be using
We've got
this
2
spoon.
spoons. And just, yeah, that's true love. That is the definition of true love. I don't know about you, but I am absolutely stuffed after that. That was incredible. Did you enjoy yourself?
I think I'm gonna turn into a dumpling in a minute. Oh God.
So we're walking off the food. We thought we'd do a little walk through the cathedral grounds because it's always my favourite walk around Winchester, and especially at this time of year when everything is blooming and all the flowers are coming out. It's just absolutely beautiful. Alex, if ever you want to learn a thing or two about bringing grass back to life, honestly, I don't know how they do it. This is where the Winchester Christmas market is, winter, and the entire market covers this grass patch. So obviously in January, this is literally just a mud pit, and every year they manage to bring it back beautifully. I don't know how they do it. I mean, look at those lines. If that's not satisfying, then I don't know what is. But yeah, if Monsieur Alexander James ever wanted a little lesson on grass, this is where we learn how to bring it back. This is always one of my favourite houses in Winchester. I always envy their herbaceous borders so much. They've got the most beautiful wisteria climbing up the house and so many stunning plants in their borders. It's just absolutely gorgeous. These roses are absolutely beautiful. This would be the dream one day to have some beautiful pink fluffy roses growing up the walls in our garden. Wow. So we've been back home for a little while now. I'm not gonna lie, that walk really did help with regards to walking off lunch. It's our favourite thing to do actually, both Alex and I. It's why I think I really love a lunch date rather than like a dinner date in the evening, because I feel like a dinner date in the evening, you just come home, your stomach hurts, like you can't really digest the food, whereas if you go at lunchtime, you can go for a little walk around. We walked all around the cathedral grounds, and we actually walked through kind of almost like the Winchester College, which I absolutely love, the like back of the cathedral, which is just so beautiful. And despite the fact that it was half time, it wasn't too busy, so it was really lovely walk. We've got home now. And I'm a little bit sad because I was hoping to get out in the garden. I was really inspired looking at all of the kind of like herbaceous borders, the roses, the beautiful wisteria. I was seeing all of the alliums that were popping up as well around the cathedral. And I was like, I'm inspired. Let's get out into the garden because you guys have given me such good advice with regards to like what to do with my hydrangeas, how to help with regards to slugs. Honestly, I'm so grateful for you. I feel like it's been such a lovely gardening journey because you have been so helpful. Like I don't feel judged or anything. I was kind of worried when I started doing like gardening vlogs and stuff like that because I didn't even know what like a cosmos was, you know, a couple of years ago. Like I didn't know any of the kind of names. I had no idea what a salvia was or what kind of soil a foxglove should go, and I didn't know that a foxglove is a digitalis. I thought they were two separate things, you know, and I was a little bit worried that I was going to get a little bit judged or people were going to laugh and be like, you don't know what you're talking about. But I think because I've come on here and been like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Honestly, you've just been so lovely and so friendly and so helpful. So I'm so grateful for you for that. And actually, speaking of gardening, I have had a few questions because obviously we've been doing a lot of gardening this month. It's been so lovely. May is such a big month whenever it comes to gardening, especially when it comes to like change. Honestly, I just couldn't believe the clips, like the difference between the end of May and the beginning of the May, especially when it comes to the grass. Alex has promised me that this Saturday he's going to cut the grass just before my birthday so that when everyone comes around, it's going to be looking beautiful. It's going to be all trimmed and nice, and hopefully no patches will be found in that lawn. Honestly, what is it with men and lawn? Like I was chatting to a friend, she was like, my partner is exactly the same. Like all he cares about is having like a lovely big green luscious lawn with stripes in it. Like he doesn't care about the flowers, he doesn't care about the veg. And speaking of veg, a few of you have been asking me with regards to what the kind of plans are with a kitchen garden, because obviously we've not been doing any kitchen gardening recently, and that is because number one, a few of you have asked about my veg truck. Unfortunately, the veg truck did not come with us to the new house. It was a great investment to make, but it only lasted one summer. So it was great in the sense of like it really got me into gardening. It really got me into growing my own veg. It was so exciting doing the lettuces, doing the onions. Like I absolutely loved it and I feel like it taught me a lot. But unfortunately, it was just completely broken by the time it came to moving. It was a mixture of things. Number one, I feel like the structure of it, like it wasn't very well made. It was quite an affordable one, which was why I bought it, because I didn't know how well I was going to get on with it. I didn't want it to be like a huge waste of money. But number two, I think it was a neighborhood cat that would use it as like a springboard to get over into the neighbor's garden. So the lid kept breaking, like it kept concaving. I kept coming outside and literally finding like the plastic from the lid just completely in disarray. So unfortunately, the veg truck did not come with us to the new house. However, we have some very exciting plans with regards to the kitchen garden in this house. So don't get me wrong, I know it's been a little while and I know we're getting quite like late on into the year, but something that I feel like when it comes to gardening, it doesn't really matter. Like I remember when we moved into the old house, it was in May and I didn't even start doing any gardening till like late June, even early July. So I feel like I'm in no rush, and I know that this is going to be something that I'm going to keep doing every single year, and it's going to be so much fun. So we do have some big plans. In fact, there is something that is a bit of a birthday present that I'm really excited to arrive, that I feel like it's going to kickstart the kitchen garden, and I am just so excited to get going with it because I really wanted to get to the garden to a point where it's like the flowers like come first and then the kitchen garden comes second, because as soon as you start a kitchen garden, trust me when I say that will take all your energy, that will take all of your like gardening brain power. In fact, let me show you, I have been doing a bit of a mood board with regards to the garden because I just love mood boarding and I just love being able to like visualize what the space is going to be. And especially with this garden that we've got, I almost feel like I'm having to like section it off in rooms. Like it's literally the kitchen garden space and we've got like the patio space. The top patio I'm not even thinking about at the moment. We have big plans for what we'd like to do with that, but that will probably be either an end of 2024 or a 2025 like renovation that we'll be doing. So I'm kind of not even really thinking about that patio up there, and it's such a huge space, which I know sounds like it's a bit of a waste of space, but it's not, because we have so much space down at the patio that I can like maximize and make my use out of, and then down the line we can get excited about the changes that will be happening on the kind of foundation on like the top patio that we've got in the garden. So let me show you the mood boards. A few of you have been asking me as well actually what I make my mood boards in. Now I use Canva. I usually do the mood boarding on my laptop. I don't usually do it on my phone, but I do have the Canva app on my phone. But one thing I will say is that because of obviously my job, because of PetiteElliee styling and all of the kind of like edits that I do pay for Canva. So you won't be able to do all the like background removal without paying for it. So that is something, if you do want to start doing your own mood boards, just to consider. I don't know if there's any other like good tools out there, but for me Canva is the best one, and this is where I do all of my mood boarding. So obviously you've already seen the Nancy Myers inspired office, and this is kind of the vibe that we're going to be going for with the garden. So I've actually got a few different pages, so let's go to that one in a minute, but this is the kind of garden vibe, the overall vibe that we're going for. So this is a lot of the flowers that I've already been planting that are going to be coming up. So we've got foxgloves here, which I do want to plant some more. I do think foxgloves look best when they have like lots of friends. I think they look best when they are in like a really bushy, like a really full border. So I want to plant a few more foxgloves, and then we've just got lupins down here, and my lupins are so close to blooming. I'm so excited for them to bloom. We've also got alliums, which I absolutely love, and a few dahlias. Now this is like quite similar to the garden table that I've got, and these are the striped cushions. A lot of you have been asking me about these. I actually got them at Amazon, so I will leave this linked down below if you do want to shop them. I've then got my little egg chair, which I don't know if this is the exact egg chair, but a lot of the times whenever I'm doing these mood boardings, it's not exact, it's just the vibe. So I'm not too worried. Like this actually isn't our exact furniture that we've got. This is more brownie in tone, whereas ours is more grey in tone, but it's the closest match that I could find. So this is kind of the vibe that I'm going for. We've obviously got like the little potted olive trees, potted hydrangeas, and then lavender, which I am so excited to bloom. So that's kind of the overall vibe. And then I've also done one for the kitchen garden. Now this is something I'm so excited about. I found this image actually on Pinterest, and this is basically what we want to go for. Like this is the overall vibe. I want it to be really full. I want it to have so many veggies in. I have to say, when it comes to vegetables, I have definitely learned there are certain ones that I don't use. There are certain ones that I use all the time. Like for me, salads. Some people find salads so boring to grow, but I love them, like lettuces and spinach and rocket. I use that all the time with regards to my cooking. So we're definitely going to do lots of salads. I'm definitely going to do some tomatoes. Alex is very excited, and then I might try some peppers as well, although last year they only grew to like this big, so hopefully they're going to grow a little bit bigger. But I'm going to do a few herbs. I'm hoping to get like a little potting table. I think would just be absolutely amazing, so that I can do a lot more potting and we can kind of style it up a little bit more. And then there is something that might be coming for my birthday, which I'm really excited about. I've also just added like the rhubarb forces. One thing I've noticed whenever it comes to gardens, and I do feel like this is with all kind of home decor, like whether it's interior or exterior, it's the little details that make such a difference. Like whenever I've gone around kitchen gardens at places like Shooting Glen, Limewood House, it's like the pots, the kind of like decor that they've added, like even just cloches, I feel like adds an element to the gardens, whether that's structure, whether that's pots. I probably won't be growing any rhubarb. I just love how rhubarb forces look, so I want to add a couple of pots like that into the garden. So this is the vibe we're going for with the kitchen garden, which I'm so excited about. And then I've done a bit more of like an in-depth one with regards to the patio, just so that I can really get like an idea of the vibes. So as I said, like hydrangeas, olive trees, I love all of these. And I've been thinking a little bit more about what I want to do with that front border. So I've been adding in a plant to see what it's kind of look like. So we've obviously got the chives, which have now been planted up. We've got the lavender. I'm thinking of adding some salvia because I love salvia. I'm also thinking of adding some begonias because they do so well, and they're quite low, so they're a really nice one. And then we have those kind of like daisy type flowers at the end. So we've got a bit of space to think about some more pots that I want to add in, some more plants that I want to do, because I do think that, like, as I said, it's the details, it's the little things that you add here and there that make all the difference. So like potted plants, rhubarb forces, like beautiful urns, beautiful structures, I think is what makes all the difference in the garden. So yeah, just with regards to the kitchen garden, there are big plans coming. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me. It's just been something that's been on the back burner for a little bit because I've been prioritizing like the beautiful flowers and the borders first, and I kind of want to get them sorted before we actually move on to creating a bit of a veggie garden, creating my dream kitchen garden here in our little country cottage. Even just going through the mood boards is just giving me the itch. I want to get outside and get gardening. I really want to pop to the garden centre and get a few more bits as well, because as I said, I've been taking my time with it, but I really feel like it's starting to come together now, and I'm starting to get like a real vision of what I want to create. It's why I love doing the mood boards, because I feel like it just really helps you to visualize. I'm someone that is so visual. I'm such an aesthete that it's really important for me to like understand the visuals of something and the vibe of something before I like actually go for it. So it's such a shame that it's not nice weather, because I really want to get out into the garden now and just start potting a few things up, trimming a few things back, and just getting it ready for like the new plants that are going to be coming in. So throughout June, I'm hopefully going to be doing lots more gardening, and hopefully this summer it's just going to absolutely flourish. Well, because I couldn't get outside, I thought I would make the most of this kind of like flower arranging itch and do a little bit of faux flower arranging inside. And I've been kind of switching up this little bouquet, this little arrangement here. Now, I know I've spoken about this a lot, but whenever it comes to inside flower styling, I love faux flowers, and I've been filling my home with beautiful blooms from Unique Decor Florist, which you can actually get 20% off still. It's not for too much longer. I don't think we have too much longer on that code, so be sure to use it soon if you do want to use it. I'll leave a link to her Etsy store down below, and also her Instagram, because she does amazing videos about like how she does her arrangements, how she does her displays. I always find it so like calming to watch. I love watching her videos so much. And she's also said that she will honor the code for anything bespoke, anything unique, so feel free to drop her a DM and get in touch. But I just wanted to kind of style up this a little bit more. So this was a beautiful arrangement that I got from Unique Decor Florist, and I wanted to add it into my new little pot, this urn from May Home, which I'm absolutely obsessed with. I used to have a vase here, which was lovely, don't get me wrong, but it was just a little bit plain and it was a bit too modern. And as I've said, I just feel like this house really lends itself to that kind of like older styling, especially in the kitchen, with the fact that we've got the vintage range cooker, the fact that we've got the like beautiful country cottage tiles. Like, it very much, you need to lean into that country cottage vibe in this house, and I felt like this urn was just so much more kind of in keeping with the rest of the kitchen. So I really wanted to do this arrangement in here, and I'm so in love with it. So one thing I love about her arrangements is obviously they come pre-arranged, they come pre-made, but you can still have a bit of fun with it. And I do find that arranging florals with regards to faux florals can be a lot more fun, because obviously you can bend them, you can change the shape and kind of style, like you can push things up or down. Like, I just find it a little bit more fun. So I love what's in here. We have some rhododendrons, which are some of my favorite flowers. I absolutely adore. I'm not entirely sure what these are, but they almost look like cherry blossoms, and they come on this really wild and wonderful kind of stick, which I love. We've got lots of eucalyptus, which is in kind of like different textures, which again I think just really adds to the kind of like realness of it, and a lot more foliage running throughout. So it's just absolutely beautiful. I love how wild and wonderful it is, and I feel like I've scratched a little bit of an itch, seeing as though I can't get outside. At least I can do a little bit of flower arranging indoors. So don't forget my discount code Ellie20 if you do want to get 20% off her beautiful blooms.
Well, we couldn't get to the end of Everyday May and not have a little bit of a sit down, because oh my goodness me, what a month it has been. And I just want to say the biggest thank you to you guys, because honestly I feel like I wouldn't have made it through the month without you. Like, you have just been the loveliest, like the most supportive, as I said, the most helpful when it comes to gardening, just the best audience I could ever ask for. And it really has felt like this month, I know I've not done anything like groundbreaking, it's not been anything exciting, like I feel like I don't have the biggest amount to show, like the biggest home or like a new family or like anything that's like going on in that sense, but I just feel like I'm able to sit down and chat to a friend on FaceTime. Like, that's literally what these vlogs feel like, and I just absolutely adore it. For me personally, my favorite vlogs to watch are like the more boring vlogs, when someone's just like at home pottering about, just kind of doing their day-to-day life, and that is exactly what I wanted May to feel like, just a couple of friends chatting on FaceTime whilst they go about their days. That's exactly what it has been like this month, and I have honestly just loved it. I've loved showing up every day. I've loved showing you a little bit more of our new home, because this really was just our dream home to buy, and I'm so happy being down here in the New Forest. It's one of the places that I just feel like it needs more attention, it needs more love, and I love the fact that so many of you are messaging me being like, okay, I've booked a holiday to the New Forest now, I booked a little weekend staycation, tell me where I need to go. It is my favorite thing in the world. So I really hope you have enjoyed all of the vlogs throughout Everyday May. I know there's been a lot, I know there's been a lot of chat, and it's been a lot to keep up with, but you've kept up with them, and I've been really impressed. So I really just wanted to end the month by saying the biggest thank you, because obviously daily vlogging is a lot. It is taking up so much of my time this month, but I have just absolutely adored it, and I almost feel like I'm not ready for it to end. Like, it feels like an end of an era, which it kind of is, I guess, because obviously it's just for my birthday. Like, this will be the last time you see me when I'm 25, which is absolutely mad, and I don't know yet when exactly I'm going to be coming back. I haven't quite decided, because I might want to take a little bit of a break. It might be one of those where the first day I pick up, like the first day I don't pick up the camera, it's weird, but then after a couple of days I'm like, oh yeah, that's fine. It's great not having the camera in my face, but it might be a case of like, I miss it so much that I'm just desperate to come back. So I think there will probably be a birthday vlog. and maybe a couple of vlogs throughout June, but I will keep you updated. I will let you know what we're going to be doing, but at the moment I just don't really want to make any promises because I'm not entirely sure when we're going to be coming back. So if you haven't subscribed already, if you haven't hit that button, make sure to hit the button now so you don't miss a single video, so that when and if and whenever I do come back, you make sure that you have it in your subscription box. And you can also turn on bell notifications, which I find really, really helpful, especially for those YouTubers that maybe don't upload like as consistently. It just means that you don't miss a video. So the fact that I don't know when I'm going to be coming back, it might be really useful just to turn on that bell notification so that when that first video drops, maybe potentially will be the birthday vlog, then you'll know when the video has gone live. But I really hope you guys have had the best month. I hope you've enjoyed coming along with me throughout May. You've enjoyed what feels like just sitting on FaceTime with a friend, and let me know if you've been doing any exciting things this month. Sometimes I feel like you know everything that I've been doing and I don't always know everything that you've been doing. So let me know if there's anything big that's happened to you this month, anything that you've been doing. Even if it's something small, you're like, you know what, I've just been loving getting out into the garden, I finally planted some roses, or you know, I'm organising my kitchen garden this month. Just let me know what you've been up to. I would love to know. And I'm just not ready to leave. I feel like I need to do this like big wrap up at the end of the month, and I'm really bad with goodbyes. So this is it, the end of Everyday May, the end of an era. But thank you so much for coming along with me and just spending the month with me. It's honestly been so much fun. So I hope you guys have the loveliest evening. I will see you sometime soon in June, and I just want to say that I love you so much. Goodbye.